Okay, well, welcome to our Tout training for the public. So, Tout is short form video. Have you heard of Tout before?
Yes, just recently from initial class that I came here about a month ago. Never heard of it before that.
Okay. What about Vine? Had you heard about Vine?
No, never heard about Vine until today.
All right, so Tout is something that we're using at all our newsrooms across Digital First Media, which includes the News Herald, which is your area. So it's a mobile video and social media platform for smartphones, which I know you don't have, but it's also on computers, and you figured
Sure.
that out already because you did a test one. So it's similar to Twitter in that it relies on hashtags and usernames and can be easily integrated with other platforms. So are you using Twitter now?
No, I don't tweet.
Oh, okay. If you start tweeting, that's the best way to get your message out. So using Tout and Twitter together, as well as Facebook. I did see your Tout on Facebook,
Right,
so
right.
yeah, you just reach a much broader audience as well. So the journalists use it because it increases our ability to produce visual content, which would be the same reason for bloggers as well, and engage audience with immediacy on all platforms. So for instance, if you are somewhere at a restaurant or at some festival where there's food involved,
Yeah.
just being live is a great platform.
One place that I'd like to go, I haven't been to in years, is the Renaissance Festival.
Oh yeah.
And do a tout of the guy getting smashed in the face with rotten tomatoes.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, I'd retout that. So Tout is known as Twitter for video. So the concept behind Twitter is, just short messages, so short videos that you're going to share out to an audience that can be shared, so retouted and retweeted to reach broader audiences. So you capture short video updates via your mobile phone or desktop application. So their basic account's 15 seconds, which you have, and then pro accounts, which is 15 to 45 seconds, which a lot of journalists have. It's social media sharing enabled, so it allows you to share it on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Google+, and Pinterest.
Yes.
So you get into that. And then they can be managed through your desktop version of tout.com or on your mobile application. And tout widgets can also be embedded and curated by hashtags and usernames. And I'll get into that a little further.
Okay.
Okay, so how to tout. So you know how to tout because you already did your first tout.
First one.
Okay. So you've already set all that up, but it's very important. For example, I didn't know this when I set mine up, but your bio with your full name and your where you live and that kind of thing, because people will search for that. So if you have Michigan in there, people who are looking for Michigan, your name will come up.
Okay.
And email addresses, so people can find you. Okay. So from your desktop, it's as easy, and you've already figured this out. Just you click on New Tout.
Yep.
Then you have two options: record via webcam and then upload. And then the hashtags and mentions. So, for example, if you're at a particular restaurant and they're on Twitter,
Yep.
you want to ask them their Twitter handle.
Okay.
So it's the @ sign and then let's say the name of the restaurant. So I don't know any particular, but just an example, like in Ann Arbor, there's the Black Pearl. It
Okay.
could be at Black Pearl. You would use that.
Okay.
Then on Twitter, Twitter notifies them you've been mentioned in someone's tweet, and then
Gotcha.
they'll look at it and they'll see it, and if they like what you've done, they'll retweet it to their audience.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, and then hashtag, that's something you can create. So use the pound sign, and like you would have hashtag food or hashtag foodie. So
Sure.
people who are searching for that are going to find it.
Gotcha.
It could be hashtag rib festival or
Right.
Something, I don't
Okay.
know. Let's see, getting started on mobile. Well, since you're not on mobile, I won't review that, but it's very easy.
Let me ask a question. Then
Mhm.
you talked about hashtags, the Twitter, but you did mention Google Plus, which I'm on, and I've already been writing reviews for them over time because they're getting ready to roll out a bigger thing, or a bunch of cities for food reviews. What I'm into. But the other one is Pinterest. I'm on that too.
Oh,
Been on
okay.
that for a year. So how do you link Google Plus or that? Is there a specific way? Like you said, the @ and then the
Yeah.
pound sign in that one, or
So here I've gone to my account, and let's see. Get to the area where you share it. So go back up here because I don't think I have mine linked, but here's one. So if I hit the share button, You see how all these symbols came up? Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus.
Oh, yeah, right there.
LinkedIn.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
you would
seen
just-
that on mine. Okay.
Yeah, you just click on these.
Sure, okay.
You can
yeah.
share the link,
Right.
embed the link. This is the embed.
Okay, well, do this. You can do more than one. What do you have to do? Hold the control key and hit one and
Just
then.
click. Let me see. I'll test it. Because I'm not connected with Google Plus. Let's see if it asks for my contact.
Okay. Because me, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
well,
see,
then-
it's gonna have
yeah,
you
you're
sign
there.
in.
All right, okay.
And then I just would hit share, and that's automatically going to share it.
Really? And so you just hit, okay. Oh, yeah. There it is.
Yeah.
To your
And so I
circles.
could add another message. or I
Sure,
could, I could just hit share based on what
Uh-huh.
he's got.
That's fabulous. Okay. And so the same way, so you just, you go back one more time and hit pin rest and it go in there. Can you
Yeah.
do the, pin,
Yeah, we can do
pin
that
rest
too.
one? I'd like to see that too.
So I'm just going to put from North Rams at here's the Macomb Daily. So when you retout, like sometimes I know you said you've seen my touts,
Yeah.
but sometimes they're actually other people's touts that I've shared.
You give
So it
credit.
looks like, yeah, it looks like
Right.
I did that tout, but until you play it, you don't realize. So yeah, I'm just gonna hit share.
Yeah. Always, give credit.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So then there was another option for Pinterest.
Yes.
Let's go back up. I wonder if there's something a little more colorful for Pinterest. Now, I have not tested Pinterest, but I find it unusual because I thought Pinterest was just photos.
Me too.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've only put a few hundred on there, but I've had people that I know, they have thousands of them.
All right.
Because you can connect it at the top of your toolbar where you just click on it and it automatically what's out on the screen takes it, you know,
Yeah.
over there and you can type in something about it. Well, you should, you know, the credit.
Oh, okay. So it's asking me which folder I want to put it into.
All right, okay, all right.
So I don't know if one really applies. So I'm going to create a new board. I'm just going to call this Touts. So I'll create a board called
Okay,
Touts.
yeah, that makes sense, all right. Pin it.
And yeah, I'll just leave what they have already. This is in Mount Pleasant. And pin it.
Right now.
Oops. It disappeared so fast. But yeah. Okay.
Okay, well,
Um,
that's neat.
yeah,
Well, thanks for showing me that, that's,
sure.
that's cool.
Now I have experience with it as well. All right. So there are a lot of news organizations using Tout now.
Okay.
And our news organization has partnered with Tout. But as you can see from the slide, that the patches on there and the Washington, I think it was the Washington Post, and there are TV shows, there's wrestling programs, all of that. So how could you use Tout? Just some ideas. A teaser to your latest blog post. Breaking news. Maybe you see something, you know, on your way to review a restaurant. You want to share that with the News Herald or whoever, whatever area you were in, the Dearborn Press and Guide.
Yeah.
You could share it. Events coverage. If you're at a festival or a fair, share it with your local newspaper as well.
Yeah.
Weather reports, news teasers, sports, features, opinions. There's man on the street question, a movie review, opinion. So, and then community engagement. For example, at the Morning Sun, they're doing this project called Like Totally, and they're asking you to look back at your yearbooks or like a poem you got when you were a teenager, and it's called Like Totally Embarrassed. Okay, so they
Okay.
created this whole concept, and so they're asking people to then tout in 15 seconds, read that yearbook post that embarrassed you, or read that poem,
Oh, okay.
and then they were gonna, they're gonna have a vote, and who had the most embarrassing one would win a
Okay.
prize. So you could do something like that along the
Sure.
lines for your blog,
Right.
maybe even like a contest in terms of food or what's the best,
You know, the guy does that every night I watch it, and I love it. He keeps going to Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh
Does
yeah,
a man on the street,
okay,
talks nonsense to him, and everybody's agreeing and got an opinion about something that didn't really happen.
uh-huh,
Have you seen it?
No.
Seen it? Oh, you need to
never
watch it.
skipped that way.
So he's interviewing people, you know, it's like the day of the election, who you vote for, the election's not until tomorrow, and then why did you vote for him and everything? Oh yeah, you voted, was the lines long? Yeah, they were extremely long, but I made it. Man on the street, I could stand out there, man on the street, coming out of the restaurant, well, how'd you like the food there? No.
That would be, well, you could do a poll, yeah, that would be a poll.
Oh, my.
Contest. maybe you could get restaurants to donate, you know, prizes and run contests. Who knows? There's just a lot of potential. So Tout as a news partner, you can use the tool to tout upcoming festivals, high school sports, breaking news, community events with your local news site. For News Herald, you would just use, when you write your description for your tout, you would use the mention at News Herald Michigan. That's their Twitter handle. That way they'll be notified, hey, this guy just mentioned us.
Gotcha.
Or press and guide for Dearborn paper.
Okay, all right.
We share it on Twitter and Facebook. So you really need a Twitter account. So it's just one example. Car crash on North Line in Southgate, check it out, and then in News Herald, that'll come to the News Herald's attention.
Well, I can open a Twitter account on a regular laptop.
Oh yeah.
I don't need a fancy phone.
No, you don't need a phone. You can do it on your laptop. So you can give a movie review, technology review, you can do your food review, ask your audience to reply. So you haven't seen it yet, but I replied to your first tout. So that, I think that's fun, and if you like ask a question, you'll get probably more response. But I think that reply function is really cool, where I put the phone on myself and I'm like, hey, you really like Slows? Well, I think Red Brick is better restaurant or whatever.
Right.
So weather events, encourage your audience to share their touts at those events with a common hashtag. If you're a blogger, create a topic-specific widget for your blog or feature your tout stream on your rail. So we kind of talked about this at the last training. Once you set up your blog, you can stream all your touts so they come here in automatically. They're just pulled in on the side of your blog.
Right.
Okay. Or you could create what is known as a widget, which is just, it'll be a video player.
Yep.
So let's say you have all these touts that have to do with barbecue. Use the hashtag like downriver barbecue. And every time you go to a barbecue place in downriver, use that hashtag. So # downriver barbecue. Then all of those touts associated with downriver barbecue will go into that player. Just those. And that can be embedded in your blog post.
All right.
Okay. So I talked about replying to touts, which I think is cool. So in this instance, she did a movie review, and then I replied with my review.
Okay.
Tout can be linked to Twitter and Facebook, which we discussed, allowing you to automatically publish touts on these platforms. So I think it was great that you shared it on Facebook, because you have, you know, a lot of family and friends, and they're going to look at it, and they're going to share it, or they're going to make comments and that kind of thing. So this is recommended as it will help spread touts across the social web. You never know, one could go viral. These options are in the settings menu of your mobile app. Okay. So one thing that's important in touting is descriptions. So as you can see, this is an example of a bad tout, because all he wrote was beautiful beachfront. So does that entice you to click on it? I don't know, maybe if you're in the mood to see a beautiful beach, maybe if it's winter. But otherwise, there's no incentive, like, I don't know. A better example would be beach on Lake Michigan is beautiful this time of year. Have you been yet? Ask a question, you know, engage your audience. And then if you use the @ Pure Michigan, the Pure Michigan people might retweet it and retout it. If you staycation, a lot of people search for staycation. So make it Twitter friendly using the mentions and the hashtags. This will help with search on Twitter and tout. So even on tout, people can search for hashtag staycation, and a bunch of touts might come up, and you know, maybe that's how you're going to pick where you're going to do your next staycation. So another one would be a hashtag Lake Michigan for people who are looking for videos of Lake Michigan. Waves unbelievable this year. Check out my staycation, Pure Michigan. Reply with tout of your favorite beach.
There you go.
So narration is important as well. I have seen a lot of touts where no one says a word. It's just kind of like video, you know, just these videos. So I always recommend that you kind of narrate it, like you did with your tout.
Right, okay.
And then I have some examples. Let's see if it comes up.
Yeah, I watched some of them. There was nothing there, or the ones that were speaking, you could barely hear them. I was thinking, man, you might as well not say anything if you can't hear you.
Yeah. So yeah, they recommend you test your audio just to make sure. This can be an example. It'll take a second to pop up. I'm gonna just shut that door. I don't want anyone wandering. All right, so this is an example of a bad tout. So the volume is on. And you see that it's pure silence. All he says is a couple more sound and sights for your enjoyment. He showed 2 pages, so he didn't say anything. It's like,
Right.
and he's done a few of those where he's just showing the pages he created and he's not narrating it. So had it been narrated, it would have been much better.
Sure.
So here, a guy did the same thing, only does a much better job of it. Oops, I got 2 going now. This isn't it.
The defendant requested a new attorney.
So in the other one, the editor took the finished product and then walked people through it.
Okay.
So again, he was narrating it.
And that's basically what I want to do is I want a dish in front of me, you know, I want to name a restaurant, you know, the city,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the dish. I don't want to talk about the whole restaurant. I don't want to talk about the waitress or how hard or soft the seat is. I want to talk about that specific dish that's in front of me in 15 seconds.
Right.
You know, so if you're ordering a combo and you got 3 items on there, you got to be fast and good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just you got a slab of meat and a baked potato.
Hi, this is Austin Smith with Heritage Media. I want to talk to you a little bit about the Sounds and Sights Festival that's happening in Chelsea. Starting tonight, we have a special
You can see
section
he also did a
that,
hashtag,
today
so anyone
on
searching for
our
that will
website.
find it.
It gives you all the information you need to know about the Sounds and Sights Festival, which runs to Saturday. We have a general schedule. We have the music.
So you get the gist.
So like the third Friday's in Wine Down. Boom, this
Yeah.
weekend's the big one, it's the wine crawl.
Oh.
Oh, it's huge, they've sold hundreds and hundreds of tickets.
You have to get tickets in advance?
Yeah, you do,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right. So to build a widget, very simple to do. Let's see if I go there. Well, I'll go to my account and show you. Because I think some people are intimidated by this, and so they're not building widgets. But you just go under your profile. It says Tout Widget.
Okay,
Click there. And then this button here says Create New Widget.
okay,
Just
all right.
click on that. Now we're gonna give it a name. Let's say it's gonna be.
I'm one that was been intimidated by it. What's a widget? What's a widget? I know a widget. I see. I click on them. How do you do them? So you just find the page on whatever
Yep, under.
system you're on and create one. Okay.
Yep. And so I just called it. You give it a name. Freedom Hill Concerts. Okay. Everything else you can leave the same. So you just click Next. And now you're gonna search for a hashtag. So I want to call up everything that has to do with Freedom Hill Concerts.
Okay.
Oh hi! Did you get
Sorry,
lost?
I'm late. Oh,
It's
my!
okay.
I've been to this office one time in my life.
Oh. We could do a little review after too.
Oh, sorry about that. I'll switch over to the other side.
So I'm just showing how to create a widget on Tout. Have you gotten on Tout yet?
No,
Okay.
I've only seen your intro. Or your
Okay.
small
I did my first one today before I come here.
Well,
Just
you're
to
ahead
say, just to say I did it.
Alright. So right here, anyone who created a tout that had the hashtag Freedom Hill
Okay.
is popping up here. So what I can do now, if I'm a blogger, I'm a reporter or something, and I'm writing about Freedom Hill concerts, I can then embed all of these into my
Right.
post.
So this box right over here is called the widget box now.
Yeah, this has
Yeah.
created the widget.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm going to continue because I'm not quite done yet. So I'm going
Okay.
to hit next, but it showed me what I would be creating. And then all of this is fine, but you can make it special, picking colors and fonts and all that. But I just leave it. Go to next.
Eat it all downriver. That's that Facebook site I got. I can make that widget that and just put all downriver restaurants in there.
Right, just remember to use your hashtag. The hashtag's
Okay.
what pulls it in, so
All right.
that's what's important. Okay, and then, again, I can leave all this, and I'm just gonna hit, complete. So it takes less than 1 minute. You'll see in a second,
Okay,
the embed code is gonna come up, and that's what you use for your blog or article post.
so you need to do 3 or
Right here.
4 of them and you're a pro.
Yeah.
Basically.
There it is.
Cool.
So I
Alright.
would just grab this, and that's just HTML code that you're gonna put into your post.
Sure.
And then all of these
Wow.
are gonna stream into your site. And if anyone creates new ones that have Freedom Hill, it's gonna stream in there too.
Okay, that's cool.
So that's how you create a widget.
That's fabulous.
Okay. Okay, so touts and tout widgets. You can embed a tout on a site or social media. This is what it looks like. It comes in a player. Now, if you have a series of touts, that's what we just created, a widget, it would come in like this, and that's from using a hashtag. Or if someone responds, which I think is really cool about tout, is that you create a tout and someone can reply with their own tout, and it's going to look like this too. It's going to have your tout, and it's going to have each reply.
Oh, okay.
So if you throw a question out there and people respond. So Rebecca, this is kind of for you. This is just the steps of getting started. If you have a smartphone, it's very easy to do. They recommend you just connect it through your Twitter account. So you could just hit through Twitter, and then you put in your Twitter ID, and we'll set it up right through there, and you can put in your name and everything after that. So 3 easy steps.
Did you go over how long the videos can be?
They're 15 seconds, unless you're with, like we have professional accounts, which are 45 seconds. So you're with a media outlet, right?
Yes.
Okay, you might be able to get one. So
Okay.
you can just contact them and see. I'm not sure how it works, but I know we have 45 seconds.
Okay, and do you guys have to pay for that extra? Or
Maybe.
it's just if they
I know
approve it?
15 seconds is free.
Okay.
So it might be that, but I know we're like partners with them, so, but other media companies are as well.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Something to
we
look
might not
into.
be, but yeah, I just haven't learned a lot of new stuff lately. So I was like, it was a free night, so I was like, oh,
Yeah.
but I will try and download.
So yeah, you just use the on tout, and I can show you on my phone too. There's just a stop and start. You can pause it, so you can like, let's say you walk into a venue and you want to set the scene, and maybe there's a sign or at some festival, you shoot the sign and you pause it, and then let's say you look over here and there's a crowd, you want to get a crowd shot, so you're gonna record again, and then you're gonna pause it, so that kind of thing, and then it's gonna put it all together. And then you write a caption, which is here, and it's got to be Twitter friendly. So you're using hashtags and mentions, and then you're gonna share it on Twitter. It's easy to share as well. There's just a button for that. We kind of went over using the tout widget, which I think is pretty cool. Here, the Wall Street Journal has something called World Stream, where all of their touts are streamed into this page. And here you would build your own customized widget. That's what we just reviewed a second ago. So use the same username as your Twitter account is what they recommend. Add your profile, your bio. Oops. That's the wrong way. Okay. Full name, avatar, and email address through settings. And I was telling Al earlier, it's important to include all that information, including like where you're from, like Michigan, because people will search your name, they'll search Michigan, trying to get local people to follow or whatever topic or whatever. So as much information as possible will help. You can also connect it to your Facebook account. I've done that with mine, and it will automatically post for you. Or you can choose to share those separately. And then they recommend that you shoot in landscape mode, not vertical. So that's very important. Otherwise, you're gonna have black strips on the side, and it just doesn't look good. So shoot this way.
Okay.
Make sure your touts stand out with titles, hashtags, and mentions, which we kind of went over. You want to write a description that's enticing and what people want to click on it. Keep your account fresh with daily touts. So let's say you're not creating a tout every day. You want to retout other people's stuff. So whatever you're interested in, just to keep it fresh and up to date. And so people will give you the same courtesy. They'll do that. And it's about sharing in social media and all that. So they recommend follow, like, and retout other touters and join the community.
So is this, like, say you don't have a blog that you're writing, people can go to your Tout channel?
Yes.
Okay, and that's how they can see your videos
Right.
as well.
And when we're sharing it on Facebook and you're sharing it on Twitter, Google Plus as well, Pinterest, you can share it on all those sites and then it'll show up on
okay.
all those sites. Yeah, I'll go back and I'll show you that too.
Yeah, I just kind of interested in seeing, well, you know, some ideas that we might be able to use back at our work.
Yeah. I was just gonna let me go back 1 second. I was gonna go to my account. And kind of show you what it looks like. So you can also do it from your desktop computer using your webcam or your phone, either way. And so you just create a new tout. If I was doing it on my computer, I would just hit new tout. Here's my channel, like, and here everybody I'm following. So these are the people like I'm gonna retout and share. It's a little slow coming up. So to share, it's very easy. Like I think Andrea's under here. Let me share hers. Just play it.
You guys have gotten so comfortable with being on camera and everything. Like,
I think we're forced to. That's why
yeah, no, that's cool.
to deal with it. But you just hit this button here and see how that all came up. So you can Facebook, I can share on Twitter, Google Plus, LinkedIn, Pinterest. I could share the link through email or text it, and then or I could get an embed for that, just that particular tout. Even though, so let's say someone touted on something, you're covering an event, but you didn't get a tout, but you found one, you can embed it.
Okay.
And so just to retout it, I hit this.
Yeah, I really like that. I think that that'll be great.
Yeah. What I really like about it is the reply function. So someone can create a tout and then maybe it's their opinion on something, a movie review, a tech review, car review, whatever, and I can hit reply and give my opinion on it. And they stream together. They're all now clumped together.
So, because I work at a car magazine, we can have the car the reviewers kind of like going back and forth.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay, so individual accounts, like I just went to my page and kind of showed you what it looked like, but you have your profile here. And this shows that she has it linked on Facebook and Twitter. The more people you follow, the more followers you get back. Works kind of like Twitter that way. And I imagine, oh, these are all her touts, but like if you had replies, they would look like this too. Like you'd have your first one, and then you'd have all your replies stacked underneath. There are brand channels, so your company could think about doing that as well. But here we have Digital First Media has their own brand channel. So I found like to go follow people, like journalists in our company who are going to be sharing news. That it was easy to just go to that channel and then see all the people and then follow them back. Mm-hmm. So I could share the news from across the country. We have tout widgets on all our pages. I was just showing just a bit ago how to create a widget. It's very easy, but so this isn't completed yet, but all our websites are going to have on their home page a widget there on section fronts and article pages. So then you could see this will be, you know, breaking news will stream right here. That's what's cool about Tout is it's all in real time. So as reporters are out on the scene sharing video of breaking news events, they're going to stream right here. So touts and articles, and this could be the same for your blog as well. You would just embed it. It's a video player that's embedded right there. Touts can be embedded in live blogs. I don't know if you've used Scribble Live, but it's cool for breaking news. So let's say Wyandotte, there's some evacuation taking place, and people are live tweeting from there. You know, they just witnessed something. They're sharing a picture on Twitter or Instagram. They're creating touts. You can stream all of that by using hashtags into a live blog, and will all show up in real time. And that's a great way to share news with and crowdsource news. Rebel Mouse, if you're not on Rebel Mouse yet, I would recommend it. It's great. It streams all your social media onto your own personal
one.
front page. You got one
I
now?
joined it, oh yeah, I joined it that next day. Love it.
It's really cool. You should check it out.
Yeah, I
Um,
watched it.
You can put RSS feeds, so you can put like all your from the car magazine. You can stream all their news into this. You stream all your Facebook. You can stream your Twitter, your YouTube channel, anything that you're on will stream into your own personal front page. And you can have other Twitter handlers, other Twitter handles. So if there are people like your colleagues, you want to add their Twitter feed, it could feed into here as well. So like, for example, the Media Lab, we're on Rebel Mouse and we feed into it anything related to the Media Lab. So you can make it special. It could be for a particular car, like say you wanted to make a Rebel Mouse page for Mustangs. That could be a subset of this, and then bring in the hashtag Mustangs, and they all come up on this page. So anything to do with Mustangs, they know they can find it right there. So benefits of Tout, easy to shoot, upload, and share, especially breaking news. It's a powerful tool for engaging local communities. We could shape our online video brand, integrate video into our daily workflow. It's an introduction to visual storytelling and a chance to have fun and be creative. Some challenges that they recognize, the tendency for people to use it as a point and shoot. So I see a lot of reporters like just in front of their webcam saying, okay, this is what's going on in the news today. That's fine, I think it's acceptable, but it's not as interesting as being on the scene and getting several shots and different, pausing and stopping and putting it all together in a video. So there's a slippery slope of producing low quality videos that lack relevance and hurt your credibility, so you have to be careful with that. And most touts will appear without any context. So it's very important to narrate it or provide lots of context in your caption. And then there's a fear that some reporters will use it as a substitute for in-depth visual journalism, and it's not a substitute. This is sort of for breaking news and more crowdsourcing. So you can delete touts if you want. Like I did when I replied to your first tout, Al. I noticed that my webcam on the computer, it was off and the audio and video wasn't synced. So I went out and I put it out there, and then I noticed that. So I went back and I deleted it, and I created a new one on my phone.
Really?
So it's good to know you can delete it.
So it deleted just from your page and everybody else that you retouted it to too?
Well, I'm sure the link will be dead now if they clicked on it. So it's kind of out there in Twitter, but if they click on it, it's going to say sorry, not available or something like that. But you can also, it says you can edit touts, but you can't edit your video. What you can edit is the caption. So let's say you misspelled something or you used the wrong hashtag or the wrong mention. You can go back and edit that and then just retweet it. So retouting, after clicking on play icon on any tout, you can retout it and share other people's information and news stories. You can moderate and download touts. So this is more for like some newsrooms want their editors to review touts beforehand. We're not doing that in our company, but you have that ability to moderate. And then you can download touts as well. And let's say you collected a series of touts on something and you wanted to put it into a longer form video, you could do that. So let's say we did search Michigan touts, okay? And then all this stuff came up for Michigan and we want to make like a pure Michigan video or something. We could take all that and crowdsource it into one piece. So the mobile camera features, you can just tap to record. I'll show you real quick with mine. So I have the app on my phone. Just hit tout. Okay, and then it shows who I'm following right now. So this is what I check, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch this video. I'm gonna watch that video. I might retout it. I might like it. I might reply. I can explore and search. Like here, I was searching for his tout. I knew his handle, and I was looking for it. And then if I wanted to go ahead and shoot a video right now, I just hit the camera button. So I can do it on myself. So I can point it this way on myself, or I could turn it around the other way. And then you just touch to record. So
makes your landscape,
yeah, in landscape. So I just touch to record. We're shooting right now our tout video, and then I can pause it and say like, Al Poe is one of my people here. Pause it. Whenever I'm ready, I just hit the check mark. If I want to delete it, I hit the X. So delete it. Once you hit the check mark, it allows you to write your Twitter
Okay.
thing. So you just type it.
Ah,
And then you have like a profile on here, so you can see how many people viewed that particular video. So you can check your stats and stuff.
I have to upgrade to the new iOS because I never upgrade my. I never,
I never
resync
do
it.
either.
So it says I can't do it until I upgrade my, or not
Oh.
upgrade, but resync it or.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I have to do that at home.
Okay. So I kind of went over these steps. You just tap the camera icon to reverse a front-facing camera angle. Progress bar shows how many seconds you have left, so that's important. Like when Al shot his video, he went to say something else and didn't realize he was out of time yet, so it cut him off. So be careful to watch as it counts down how many seconds you have left.
Now, say you did 2 shoots, like you did pause, and then you did another angle, and then you did pause, and then you did another angle, but then it went long. Can you delete just the segment of like the third?
They just made that possible. Yeah, so there a little X will come up and you can hit the X and then just delete the last segment. It won't let you like delete multiple. Like, you couldn't do the last 2 segments, only the last segment, and you can reshoot it.
Oh, okay.
so, since I'm not buying the fancy phone, I'm not paying the money,
Right.
I don't have a timer in there, say. Honestly, I shoot it with the camera, it doesn't show the status bar, it would on your phone, right?
Maybe
So I guessed
stopwatch
it.
or something. You were pretty close.
An 8 timer, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So again, this is mobile phone saving touts to your camera roll. They recommend that you save it to your camera roll so you'll have backup, or in case something goes wrong and let's say that a house just exploded and you just happen to capture it, but then it just disappeared. If you saved it to your camera roll, you're going to have backup. Mobile upload video from your camera roll. It just explains you open Tout on your mobile app, tap the camera icon, tap camera roll, select clip. So let's say you were shooting on your native camera, okay? Then you could select that certain amount of video. It would only allow you to take 45 seconds, so it'll allow you to pick out which section you want to put up on Tout. So you don't necessarily have to be in the Tout app to do it, but you could be shooting on your regular camera and then upload it to Tout. There's a queue too, so you could decide like, let's say you're in an event and you don't have time to write the caption, but you know you're going to be taking a bunch of touts, you're going to be shooting a bunch of video all at once. You can have it all go to the queue and then you can approve as it goes up, the timing of it. I don't put mine in queue, I just go right away, but there's that option. So publishing touts, they recommend that you write conversational short captions describing the tout or a teaser in the form of a question. So just like Twitter, conversational. Use relevant hashtags and mentions. Let's see, when tout has been approved, cross-post touts to Twitter, Facebook. They're just, again, recommending you put it on social media. Okay, we already covered that landscape mode. Stabilizing your shot, if you hold your camera closer to your body, you're gonna get it, it's gonna be steady. Or if you use a tool like this, like you have one on yours. Framing, same thing as in longer form video that you shoot. You want to follow the rule of thirds. So imagine a grid on your screen that divides the screen into thirds. So she here is centered, but here, this would be the more appropriate way to do it. Position your interview slightly off center, looking into the empty space, and frame them from middle of their chest to top of their head. Watch out for distracting backgrounds. Learn that in photography as well. Check your lighting. Avoid backlighting. Lighting that comes from behind. Want their face completely lit. Capture clear audio. I've listened to a lot where you hear cars in the background or wind noise, so be very careful with that. A tip they say, bring your subject closer to the camera to minimize the background noise and capture cleaner audio. Wear headphones to listen to your recorded tout and see if the audio came through clearly before posting it. So they recommend you shoot wide, medium, and tight shots. So keep that in mind. Wide shots set the scene and help viewers establish a sense of place. So Al, for your food stuff, as you walk in the restaurant, you might want like one from outside, sort of far away, so you get the whole sense of the building.
Yeah.
Medium shots are the most typical shots in the video, which is why we have to remember tight shots capture color and detail in your story. They transport viewers to the video. So this would be like an up close one of your food. Okay, shots need to be in focus. So this is something I learned in my initial training. I didn't realize this, but if you tap, if you have a smartphone and you tap on the screen when you're shooting it, it puts it into focus. So you might notice it's a little blurry and you just tap. You don't want to do that before you start shooting, but you can do it while it's shooting too, and it'll come into focus. So avoid filming static objects unless they're relevant to the story. Capture action and emotion whenever possible. Include context in B-roll and touts. There's a lack of context in the caption on this video. It just says, robot spider struts its stuff, see more, and it provides a link. And then the video itself is just sort of, it's static, it's just sitting there, it's not moving or anything. So in the beginning of each tout, give viewers a sense of where you are and what you are doing, either on or off camera. So like I said, narrating it, set the scene. Use the tap editing feature to edit different angles, perspectives into a tout. The video will be more interesting to watch that way. And then edited videos establish pacing in people's action. Also warn that it will eat through your battery, creating these touts, so you might want to get an external battery.
Oh, I didn't even think so that's good. Well,
You
maybe
what?
not so good. Because I have like this, and then there's like a backup battery, and I'm always running low.
Oh, you want your backup?
Yeah. You know. But okay.
Speaking on camera, they recommend you give contextual information, deliver news, not the obvious. Use an active voice. So instead of a mistake was made, I made a mistake. Relax and be conversational. Slow down and speak clearly. The camera loves you, so look back. Look presentable, not distracting. Experiment and practice. And then some story ideas. This is mostly for journalists, but maybe it'll give you some ideas. Scene setters, video and narration of what's happening on the ground and possibly interviews with authorities. Recaps, so on-camera narration of the latest developments with the scene from the field. Behind the scenes, give viewers a glimpse of police blocking off the roads, crowds of observers, and other media interviews with local residents. So story ideas for news. Live updates, so on-camera narration of the latest development in a story. Interviews with on-camera intros, so sound bites from notable people in the story, politicians, local leaders. And then you can also do teasers. Related footage on a camera into the intro that previews a fuller story in the caption or tout. There's some sports ideas, but we don't need that. Features, this might be helpful. A product feature review, so Al, that's kind of you with your food reviews. An edited tout critique with B-roll and narration. You can crowdsource some questions, post questions to your audience on camera. How-to videos. Again, maybe you're at a restaurant and they're known for a great dish. Do a
Perfect
step by
one.
step.
How to eat a chicken wing. You'll see it coming up. I've showed hundreds of people over the years. You'll see it on the tout.
Okay.
Coming to you soon.
I will retout it for you. Okay. Let's see. Special announcements. Tease a competition, live chat, or community event with a tout. So you can tell, like, I'm heading over to this restaurant. Look for my blog post. Look for my next video about this. And this is just to help put together this PowerPoint. So, I don't know. Al, did you have questions? And then I thought I'd go back for Rebecca.
No, you go for Rebecca, but I wanted to show you what I made about an hour before I come here.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as scary as I thought. Well, I got a couple coon dogs. And this one
Aw.
here, you'll see the story in the
She loves
tout.
dogs too.
And, if it's gonna play. Seems like I got a slow connection here.
I can play my phone too.
Maybe I'll have to play it on yours, because it's not, it took forever to pop up the screen, it's not playing. No, ain't gonna play.
Maybe find it.
Don't got fast enough speed. Goes.
Okay, so I just searched his name, and then it came up here, so I'm gonna press on here.
Hello, my name is Frank. I'm a 4.5-year-old basset hound, and I love
It's so funny how he's like looking too.
I have a mate. I'm Frank, and she's Beans.
Aw.
That was my 15 seconds.
And then look, see how it says reply 1?
Yeah.
Okay, we can see who replied. Let's see, do I hit there? Yeah. And then see, that's the reply. It shows up with it. That was me.
Oh, great job on your first talent. Looking forward to seeing more. And that was very cute. By the
Oh.
way.
So you got any pets at home?
Yeah.
There you go. That's the perfect thing to
Per-
practice
yeah,
a tout
practice.
with, right? That's what I
You
said.
can't judge if I don't do it right.
You know-
It's like, oh, you didn't give me a right
You know, the
angle.
dog just looked at me when I started talking and said, "Oh, that's enough of that," and laid down when I was finishing.
Huh. Well, no, actually, I was thinking the dream cruise. You know, it's this
Oh,
weekend,
perfect.
and go out there, just get. I
Oh,
mean, a couple of small things.
hundreds of cars you
Can't
can
go
get
wrong.
into. You know, here's my favorite color Mustang.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Here's the owner. He's smiling. He's got his trophies out. No.
Well, it's a lot less work putting it together than those flip videos.
Yeah.
Because those, I mean, you had to like take all the videos, then go back and edit them. It was fun to learn that. A lot of fun, and I
It
liked
does
it.
take a couple hours.
But
This
yeah.
is just instant.
Yeah,
As soon as you
that.
go, it's out there and you tweet it and just see if a hashtag is coming up. I'm sure there'll be a hashtag that look on Twitter to see what the trending hashtag is for that event, and then it'll be shared with other people and shared on your Facebook and stuff too.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Renaissance Festival? I haven't been in years. Now I have a reason to go.
Yeah, that's a
Do
great
some
idea.
touts, 15 minutes.
Mhm.
You know, my favorite, I was telling her, is the guy where, you pay for so many rotten tomatoes and you get to smash
Oh,
them in
yeah.
the face.
Yeah.
I'm done. All right. You have fun. Thank you. Now I go practice. I'll be doing more touts real soon.